Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday, TGIF. Welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Friday at last, April the 12th, and we are here to look at the new releases that are being set into the wild this week. And on Fridays, it's Freeform Friday. We just take a look at things that look interesting during the earlier parts of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have specific genres that we are looking at. On Mondays, we look at cozy mysteries. On Tuesdays, we look at mysteries and thrillers. On Wednesdays, we look at romance. On Thursdays, we look at fantasy and science fiction. Friday, Freeform Friday. And Kim says, good morning. Good morning, Kim. It is so good to see you. Any plans for the weekend? I at last have a haircut tomorrow. So I will be looking forward to that. Let's see, quick announcements. I don't have sprints tonight, Friday night. I don't do them on Friday night. I do them on Tuesday and Thursday evenings, but I will have them tomorrow. I do them every Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. So, other than that, it's supposed to be very nice here. So they say it's supposed to be in the 70s until later next week. So things should be green and growing. I can already hear birds out there. Let's jump in. Let me get rid of this banner. And I want some of those chocolate chip cookies there. Now, the ones that I have up, I have not double checked the dates, so we'll have to be aware of what the dates are saying. Kate's War by Linda Stewart Henley. 20-year-old Kate is poised to launch into a long-anticipated life of independence when Britain declares war in 1939. After that announcement, her dream of escaping the London suburb she grew up in and pursuing a singing career is quashed. She must stay put with her family and prepare for bombing and possible invasion by Germany. Living in these anxious times, Kate strives to achieve balance in her life, though a speech disability interferes with her singing and a failed romance adds to her distress. But when a young Jewish girl whose parents have been deported comes to her for help, Kate's goals change. Taking on a responsibility she never could have imagined, she learns that freedom and survival cannot be taken for granted. And as new responsibilities outweigh earlier goals, she learns that assisting others to escape unspeakable evil requires new perspective as well as courage she didn't know she had. Oh, that's right. Yes, your friends are coming. Oh, that's going to be so nice. I'm taking books I want to read on Libby. I love doing that too. Max's War by Libby Fisher Hellman. Let's double check the date. February. Never mind. The Clock Struck Murder by Betty Webb. Lost in Paris, Book 2. Kind of like the cover. One woman's trash is another woman's lost Chagall masterpiece. We did this one. Well, we're not doing very well this morning. The House on Biscayne Bay by Chanel Clayton. That came out last week. The Hungry Dark by Jen Williams. Macabre murders plague a rural town as a scam artist psychic races to find the answers in this haunting thriller. As a child, Ashley Whitlam could often see odd things nobody else could. Quiet, watchful figures she called the heedful ones, as a child, kept a strange vigil wherever she went. As an adult, she keeps these visions to herself, but she turned her taste of the beyond into a career as a psychic, parting people from their money with a combination of psychology and internet research. When the Lake District is gripped by a series of grisly child murders, Ashley offers her services to the police for the free publicity. But as Ashley leads the police on a fruitless search around the small town of Greenbeck, she catches a glimpse of those old ghosts of her childhood, and following them into the woods, she finds something she never expected. the body of the latest missing child. And it goes on. The Rush by Michelle Prack. Prock. It's another psychological thriller. A ferocious storm in the Australian outback sets the stage for betrayal and murder. With a massive downpour and flash floods predicted, Quinn Duran leaves work and races for the safety of home. The first drops start to fall as she spots something strange on the familiar bush route. With no reception and nothing but an empty road for miles in either direction, she investigates and discovers it's a body dumped by the side of the road. When she approaches to check for signs of life, an arm reaches out and grabs her. Back at the country pub where Quinn lives, her boss Andrea has prepared for the torrential downpour. She's bunkered down with her toddler son sleeping in the back room when she's startled by a banging at the door. It's a biker seeking shelter from the punishing storm. Meanwhile, out on the roads, two young couples on their way across the country struggle against the lashing rains. Tensions rise as they realize they don't really know each other, nor are they remotely prepared for the storm. Alone, angry, and afraid in unfamiliar circumstances, flooding isn't the only threat bearing down on them. Chilling, tense, and twisted, this multi-POV popcorn thriller is compelling and explosive. The Wartime Book Club by Kate Thompson. This is a very big theme lately, so they're all starting to look alike to me. Inspired by true events, The Wartime Book Club is an unforgettable story of everyday bravery and resistance, full of romance, drama, and camaraderie, and a tribute to the joy of reading and the power of books in our darkest hour. The Isle of Jersey was once a warm and neighborly community, but in 1943, German soldiers patrolled the cobbled streets, imposing a harsh rule. Nazis have ordered Grace Lamotte, the island's only librarian, to destroy books that threaten the new regime. Instead, she hides the stories away in secret. Along with her headstrong best friend, she wants to fight back. So she forms the Wartime Book Club, a lifeline offering fearful islanders the joy and escapism of reading. But as the occupation drags on, the women's quiet acts of bravery become more perilous and more important than ever before. And when tensions turn to violence, they are forced to face the true terrible cost of resistance. I paused there because I had to double check which island, because it sounded like the Guernsey one. Sweet potato pie. Whoops. Zootolo, we have lost our screen. All right, there we're back. Did we want that one? We wanted to check out this one. The Wedding Box by Tony Blake. A feel-good story about marriage, making up, and miracles. Marriage. Not even a bridal veil stealing dog can ruin Haley and Ben's wedding day. And when Haley's beloved Aunt Nan gives them a gift that's not to be opened until your first big disagreement, Haley is sure the box will sit gathering dust for a lifetime, as you always do. After all, she and Ben are the perfect couple, aren't they? But when life comes with stresses, architect Ben's career dreams are rooted in losses from his past, while bakery owner Haley has her own firmly set and conflicting plans for how to get to a happy future. Each time they decide to open the box, though, something stops them, pushing them to solve the issue themselves. And before long, the mysterious box takes on almost mythic proportions. They can't imagine what's inside that could fix every marital woe, but they want to save it as long as possible. What happens when a problem comes along that can't be solved and no gift could ever fix? This one might just take believing in miracles. That sounds very intriguing. The Widow's Spy by Megan Campisi. Did we do this one already? Kate Warren is many things: the country's first female detective, a Pinkerton agent, and a Union spy. I think we did do that one. When Happily Ever After Fails, a novel by Courtney Dean. 20-something Abigail Gardner's life is circling the drain. Her parents are dead, her like a brother is in love with her, and her nascent career as an art teacher was fully squashed by an unfortunate viral incident involving sophomores and Spanx. Okay. But just as that whirlpool feels poised to suck her down completely, she's granted a second chance. She lands a teaching job at Excelsior Prim, one of Philadelphia's oldest and most prestigious preparatory academies. Only problem is, instead of teaching art, she'll be stuck teaching her least favorite subject, literature, and her least favorite theme, tragedy. Tired of being stuck in her own tragic tale, Abigail starts rewriting every sad ending she can get her hands on in and out of the classroom. To her surprise, her life soon starts to resemble the fairy tales she adores. Great job, hot guy, a career gaining recognition. But when an unexpected plot twist threatens to derail her happy ending, Abigail begins to realize why these conclusions are so hard to come by. The only thing I find unbelievable here is that an art teacher was hired to teach literature. There are so many English majors out there. They would hire an art teacher to do this job. I would think more likely she would fall into something like math. But that's just me. All right. Did we do Dead in the Water? This is about where we left off our cozies. I don't think we have. This is first in a series, it looks like, A Cruising for Clues Cozy Mystery by Emma Ainsley. Sometimes a life change can toss you into deep water. Nail salon owner Lorelei Baker is more than ready for a change after her divorce. So when her cousin, Carolina Hart, heroine of the Hart Times Cozy Mystery series, tells her about a job possibility, she jumps at the chance. Becoming a kitchen manager on a river cruise boat wasn't something she'd ever dreamed she'd do, but it couldn't be much more dramatic than running a nail salon, could it? Lorelei dives right into the position and gets along with everyone on board, with one exception. There's a busybody activities director who thinks she runs the entire ship and refuses to see it any other way. But when the busybody goes overboard, the staff doesn't know if it was accidental or intentional. Unfortunately, knowing the contentious nature of the woman's relationship with Lorelei, all eyes turn toward the new kid in town. Feeling like she's in over her head, Lorelei becomes the next target, left with no other choice and fearing for her life. She uses her finely tuned problem solving skills to try to catch the killer, which is this book I was just reading and didn't tag. And now we're back to this one. Thank goodness it's Friday, because apparently the little brain cells are not firing. Silent Night in Somerset, a Mill upon Mortlake cozy historical mystery. I'm not familiar with this one. Oh, maybe because it looks like it might be a young adult. By M. Culler. Daphne Noble is looking forward to a quiet country Christmas with her beloved grandmother. All is calm, all is bright. After all, it is the tiny village of Mill upon Mortlake in sleepy Somerset, after all. Unfortunately, Christmas stirs up ancient rivalries between the village of Mill upon Mortlake and their larger neighbor, the town of Shrewsbury, especially once Lady Mortlake chooses the village to be the recipient. And I'm reading this, and it says it's coming out in May. Oh my gosh. And I've lost my page here. Well, that's inconvenient. It's a sign we should all go back to bed and read books and drink hot beverages until it gets too warm, and then we'll switch to cold beverages. Not like a plan to me. Here we are. Must be Mercury retrograde. Hi, Trini. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. We are looking at Cozy Mysteries. Me too. Yes. Six Sweets Under by Sarah Fox. Double check the date this time. Okay. If it has a paperback, why is it showing this paperback as well? Yep, they tried to trick us, but we're smarter than that. Bridesmaids Blues. Well, we're just kind of running out of time. Well, then let's just look at covers and see what catches us. Fine. Bridesmaids Blues by Lucinda Harrison, sixth in the Poppy Lewis series. Bewitched, Bothered, and Beheaded by Heather Haven. This is the Alvarez Family Murders, number 10. It's like it's magic show. And Mayday Murmurs by Daisy Landish. Mystic Moonhaven, number 4. Oh, very cool. If you're looking for an upcoming May Day type of book, not that people do May Day anymore. Look at that cover. They're doing the May Day thing. That is a huge May Day pull. Compilation Kittens and Kidnappers by Nicolette Pierce, Black Moon number 2. That is a big cat. I believe that is for artistic purposes, but that is a big cat. Or a very little person. Death in Nana's Kitchen by Alex Coombs. This is Old Forge Cafe number 2. A Hint of Murder by Kelsey Butler, number 4. What did I say? It's by Karen Kaufman. It's the Kelsey Butler's number 4. Bloodshed on the Boards by Judy Lee. Morwenna Mutton, number 2. It's like another theater one. Cursed Letters and Clues by Lizzie London. Middleton, number 3. A Haunting Love Legacy. Practical Guide for Killers by Addison Moore. This is the Brambleberry Bay Murder Book Club. Bramble Bay Murder Club number 5. Callahan Goes Rodeo by Susan Y. Tanner. Cat Callahan number 4. It's an interesting cover. Grand Opening for Murder by J.J. Wetherill. Robin's Nest Inn number 1. But it has the same cover as book 2, Promoted and Dead. Oh, I guess one is nighttime, one is day. That's a little too confusing. I get the marketing idea. It just needs to be a different angle. Definitions and Dentures by Corrine Winters. This is Detective Grandma number 9. Catnip and Cadavers. Psychic Cat number 5 by Lucia Cool. Suspicion on the Strip. J.J. Camaris number 4 by Joy Patrick. What day is the 15th? Next Monday. We'll stop there, but I know we skipped some up here. Did the vinyl one. Did that one. One for Sorrow by Joanne Tracy. Josephine West and the City Corpse. Josephine West number 4 by Beth Byers and Anne Warren. Merlin and the Killer Crush. Wild Enchantment Woods number 4 by Cura Jane Carpenter. Death by Chandelier by Donna Muse. Murder in Longhand, Lettering Detective number 5 by Lisa Peavy. Perfect Party, Mysteries of Max number 81 by Nick Saint. All right. How long are these? This one bears looking at. Wow, 254 pages. I am shocked. Man, don't tell Storm. My gosh, that's a lot of books. When did this first come out? 2017. All right, I give kudos to that author. That's fantastic. Well, Kyo, stop. And he looks at me. Well, the bell's gonna ring here pretty soon, so that is what we will look at. Well, there's a couple today that I would definitely check out a little further. I think that wedding box one sounds interesting. It just, an intriguing concept. And the war bookcase book, that one looks interesting for me because it has that Guernsey sweet potato pie feel to it. What was it? It wasn't Kate's War. It was eh, the Wartime Book Club. I think I'll check out that one a little later. All righty. Well, a little discombobulated today. Kim says, "Have a great day, everyone." Yes, indeed. Hope you guys have a very good Friday. Take care of yourselves. Read good books. Again, no sprints tonight. I don't do them on Friday night. We will have sprints tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Those will go for 5 hours. Bring your own book, work on a project, or just relax after a week. If you've had a week, and either way, reading is something that is self-care. You should do every day. It improves your mind. It improves your imagination. We need to spread the word of reading as much as possible. That's why we're Bookie Monsters. If I don't see you this weekend, have a good weekend, and read fun things. And as the banner says here, don't be a bookworm, be a Bookie Monster. Nom nom. Have a good day. God bless. Oh yeah.